Hi ho, 420 MSP Harry here, coming to you from Austin, Texas, and almost the other side, where we're Dan Foote from Anchorage, Alaska, where I actually grew up. He runs a MSP called Dan Tech. Dan, we've had you on before. You have a thriving MSP practice that includes the cannabis vertical. So welcome back, my friend.
Thank you, Harry. And yes, it's a long walk between here and Texas.
Exactly. I'll take a plane, but that's a whole nother issue as to when I'll take that plane. That actually leads us into our topic, because we're doing a special series on the coronavirus, or COVID-19. So there's a little bit of truth to humor. So first question I have for you is how is Dan Tech Services handling this issue?
We're trying to be very upfront about it and provide our clientele and our newsletter readers information. We had a fairly substantial spread in our newsletter about COVID-19 and what businesses can do to help maintain their help keep their business running, how to keep the doors open. And our recommendations there are that we have an expertise in providing remote worker support, so they can send their folks home, and we can support them, get them access to resources where needed, and help them navigate the challenges that confront businesses, because each business is different.
Yeah, it is. As I told you off camera, we're literally going to the four corners on this series on the coronavirus, and we were hearing the same thing from Claire Dawn down in Atlanta, going completely remote with her clients, and then a gentleman down in Southern California. Now he has one exception, and this is a valid point. One of his clients is a large manufacturing facility, and you can't have remote workers. I mean, they
right.
Dan, they do something. They actually do work. Okay.
There you go.
And so
well,
he's
we're a service industry. We're a service industry, and our goal is to make sure that we can provide those services, but we can also lend our expertise to our clientele so that they continue to provide their services. And I understand exactly what you're saying, because we have one company that we work with that has a shipping and logistics, shipping and receiving plant in their building. And you can't do that remote. But their call center and their admin staff, we can. So, you strip down to a skeleton staff, so that you have somebody handling the little things like, oh, you need this scanned as a document, or you need that fax pulled off of whatever still running paper machine, and we can get it to you. But everybody else can work remote, and it helps to limit exposure and added threat.
Yeah, and it's prudent. Folks, Joe Panettiere over at Channel E2E today came out with a really thoughtful piece about being prudent in your cleanliness and behaviors. But I want to ask you a different question, because
sure.
I grew up in Alaska. The irony, you grew up in Seattle. I grew up in Alaska, and we traded places.
There you go.
And Seattle's a whole nother story. But the point is, you like to get outside for business and pleasure. I understand that. And so how is this affecting your travel? Maybe, just at a high level, one or two conferences you were interested in attending, and so on. How's it affecting you?
Everything is up in the air. I have 5 conferences that I'm scheduled to attend. In 2 of them, I'm actually a guest speaker, and they range from Nashville, Chicago, Denver, and Atlanta. And then there was a side trip going to Tampa on one of them. And this is from April to the middle of June. and only one of those conferences, which is your conference, has decided to go virtual.
Yep.
You know, your conference, which I'm supposed to be a speaker at, but you know, it's still appears to be kind of a wait and see attitude with a lot of the conference managers, whatever you want to call it, the people that are running the conference, the people running the show, and and I get it. The promoters, I get it. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of time and effort. I've watched. Well, one of those conferences is DattoCon. I've gone to 5 DattoCons in the past. They put on an amazing, wonderful event every single time. It's probably one of my favorite conferences to go to. And I know the amount of work that it takes to build one of those, at least from the sidelines. I've never done it. I'm probably not going to do it, but I've seen what it takes to do those, the logistics, the whole 9 yards. When you end up with a backdrop screen that's over 120 feet, you know, wide from left to right, that's all digital matrix, you go, wow, you know, it's just that impressive.
Oh, it is.
So, you know, how do you get all that done? Well, it takes teamwork and effort and logistics and planning. And then you have something like COVID-19 or coronavirus come along, and all bets are off. What do we do?
Yeah.
How do we deal with this? So that's our goal, is to work with our clients to make sure that they can have a plan. I actually had 2 conversations yesterday regarding this, probably all triggered by NBA shutting down or suspending their season, them and everybody else.
Yeah. No, this stuff got real. Well, I'll tell you what, we appreciate your time, and I will tell you this about the event business. We built SMB Nation on events for many, many years, deep into the last recession. By the way, we survived 08, so we're going to just survive 2020. We'll be here tomorrow. We're going to survive this thing, but events are like a teenager. When they're good, they're very, very good, and when they're bad, they're very, very bad.
True that.
Yeah. I would encourage you to think 3 times before you go into the event business, my friend.
It'll probably be that on steroids. I have no desire, you know. But I do like them because it gives me a chance to refresh. So
yeah.
But now we're dealing with wanting to help our clients, you know, look at what they can do to deal with remote workers and how do we structure that. So my web admin, Peter, he created a new page that we've got up on our website for remote workers. We're reaching out and making sure that information is known. We are experts in this, courtesy of the November 30, 2018 7.1 earthquake up in Eagle River that took one of our clients and literally destroyed their office space. They had water pouring into their offices for over 8 hours.
Yeah.
So what we did with them was wonderful training ground for us. We moved their whole network off-site onto my premises into our network, and then through remote applications provided them access to their resources. They're an engineering firm. They have terabytes of data. You can't just put it on a thumb drive and send somebody home. So we rebuilt their network, gave them access, and the testimonial, I'll tell you what, testimonial I received the other day regarding that from the business manager, like to have brought tears to my eyes, telling me how we literally saved their business from going under by what we could do in a matter of a day and a half, we had them totally up and running. When they came back to work that Monday morning, it was a matter of teaching their users how to access things and working through the challenges, because there's always challenges, but we did it.
Yep.
So, and that's been the Dantech services model since day one. We've always been decentralized.
Yeah, yeah, and I've always felt, as I got to know you better, aside from the fact we're essentially both Alaskans and connected, but you've balanced the business speak and the geek speak. But hey, Dan, I'm going to wrap it up, and here's what I want to talk about next month. I'm gonna make myself a little side note as soon as I get off camera. I want to talk about the economic impacts of what's going on with coronavirus. Number two, yesterday in the Anchorage Daily News, someone I went to grade school through high school with, Charles Woolforth, wrote a piece yesterday in the Anchorage Daily News about Alaska's got a perfect storm. The other day, oil touched $30 a barrel. Now, he goes on to say it cost $40 a barrel to produce it, so that's not a very good business model. And then you have the cruise ship industry. You have the cruise ship industry out of Seattle being hit hard. And so, Dan, when we talk in a month, we're going to know more than we know today. And let's talk about the economic impact and what you're seeing and hearing, because MSPs, I'm always a little fearful. I guess in Alaska, we'd say they have their heads in the snow, not the sand. But, you know, this just got real, man. This just got real. I mean, we need to talk business models.
we do. And actually, we can do this next month, because here just a couple days ago, my life partner, Mary, put together a travel industry event regarding coronavirus, and we had a spokesperson for the cruise ship industry in that event, and it was very interesting hearing her talk about this, because she is directly involved, as were a number of other people at this event. So I look forward to that, Harry. Thank you.
All right. Be safe, my friend. Or here.
You too. You take care.
All right. Thanks, Jenny.
You take care, Harry. Thank you, Jenny. Bye.